Now, everyone is excited here in the BNC studios, to the point that we're actually calling it the BNC studios. Because we have a very special guest. Not only is she the internet's Lumpia Queen,
she is the queen of the local food content creator scene, and she's won multiple awards left and right in 2024.
So now let's find out her recipe to success this morning. So welcome to the show, the Lumpia Queen herself, Abi Marquez! Like, girl, we're all fangirling and our energy. Grabe, thank you. Thank you for coming and gracing us with your presence.
Happy to be here. Thank you po. Yeah.
We're even happier that you said yes to this live
Of
interview.
course. Gusto ko itaas na energy natin in the morning.
Just for you, girls.
don't worry, we weren't ready also. Pero ito, iba na. But first of all, congratulations on all your success. And I want to go back to when you started muna, because just looking at what you've achieved in 2024 and even the latter part of last year, iba talaga yung trajectory mo.
Yeah.
Talk to yourself 5 years ago. What are you telling yourself?
5 years ago, what was I doing? I think I was in college. Oh my God. It's night and day. Night and day in every aspect. I was a college student na pangarap maging, manager sa restaurant or like be a cook. I don't even know what I wanted to do actually. Tapos, I just wanted to be fulfilled with whatever I'm gonna do. And I think I'm really, really happy where I am right now. I think I wouldn't believe it that 5 years
You know,
ago.
since then, by the way, since that 5 years, ito, ilista natin yung mga yung mga awards ni Abi, okay?
Thank you, Group 1.
Ito, featured in Forbes 30 Under 30 Asia 2024, featured in Tattlers Asia's Genti list of 2024, and of course, yung Webby Award rin. I mean, like, ito, sorry! Mas mahaba pa pala.
There's more! Oh my gosh!
Wait, there's more!
We have a whole PowerPoint of you.
Thank you.
Pero, like, this is also the first time na ginamit namin to para sa PowerPoint.
Only for you! For you lang, girl! So feel special.
Parang graduation. Ikaw yung most na nahihingal sa awards nung estudyante.
Prof, okay ba? Okay ba presentation namin, Prof?
Yes, next group. Salamat.
I mean, Abi, walk us through how you felt, especially like all the accolades you got.
Yeah.
But let's go back to the Webby Awards, because that's
Okay,
a
yeah.
huge
Yeah.
thing.
Yeah,
I watched your speech when you lifted the trophy up and you said, "This is for the Philippines." Grabe, like I was getting goosebumps.
Same.
Can you walk me through what was going through your mind when you were on stage accepting that award for the Philippines?
Yeah. You know what? I did voice lessons a lot when I was young. Sanay ako sa stage. Pero I think yun yung time na talagang kabado, pressure. I just really wanted it to be perfect because you only had 5 words. And I even until now, like, of course I talk about it a lot in interviews and everything. Pero really until now, every time I go back to it, feels really surreal. Na I'm wearing a Filipiniana in a room full of like Aina Garten, of people from different races.
Wow.
In New York, first time ko nasa New York noon. Like, what? This is crazy! Crazy! Yeah.
My goodness.
So, Abi, ang dami mong achievements, no? The Webby Awards, a lot of nominations as well. Grabe yung recognition sa'yo. Did you ever imagine na ma-achieve mo to when you started content creation in 2022? Na-foresee mo ba to? Na you will be getting all these things?
I don't think so. Kasi when I started, it was just a hobby. And I feel like when you're a content creator, yung focus mo is always, ano yung next content na ipopost ko?
Right,
That's
right.
always it. But it really helps when you have the right people working with you because they can also think ahead for you. So currently signed right now with my management team and sila talaga yung nagbigay sa akin ng parang you have to also plan where you're gonna be 5 years from now.
Yeah.
Right, right.
Kasi we all know that content creation, the industry is fairly new. Wala pa talagang nakatagal ng 30 years, 40 years because it's not even 30 or 40 year
yeah,
old
right,
industry.
yeah.
So I think yun yung strategy namin when it comes to, like, to me, it's to make sure na you're pushing out good content, but you're also putting into mind that these awards or these types of exposures, like interviews and guestings, they really help as a creator. So I think that's also something like other creators should try. Because that's what's gonna give you longevity.
Well, not only that, it's because at the end of the day, success is a collaborative effort.
Yes.
And it's not, when I say collaborative, it's not just yung mga collab between influencers, but it's really the team, the people around you na mention mo nga. So it's so great you mention yung management mo. But of course, we also want to talk about the collabs that you did. Kasi sometimes we're scrolling through TikTok or whatever social media platform we want, and then we're like, oh, Abby is with, oh my God.
I know, right?
Yung mga tao nalilito sila, parang, akala ko nasa US ka. Akala ko nalilito, bakit nandito ka na ulit? Yeah.
Exactly. So what we're gonna do is that we picked out a list of some of the personalities that you worked with, and we're gonna show it here on our big screen.
Wow,
And,
that's so weird.
Ate Icy. Oh my gosh, this one was the one when I saw it. I said, no, she did not host in a gang for Ate Icy.
It's so wild. So that was possible because I was friends with OMG Adrian. So he's this very amazing content creator who does content on like filmmaking and teaching creators good practices when it comes to their content. And he's actually Filipino. So we had a good parang hangout session, and then na bring up niya na he's actually friends with Saweetie. So sabi niya, do you want to do a collab with her? And I'm like, are you freaking kidding me? Is that even a question? Pero I don't know kung tinry ko maging chill na. Yeah, sure. Sige, when she's available.
Try lang.
Check ko kung available din ako. Pero what?
Were you shaking when you were cooking her sinigang? I would have been like, oh my God, here you go. So
Di ba naman? So the thing about that sinigang video is actually, ano yan parang nagluto ako para tikman niya, and then separate day ko na sinut yung pagluto. Parang another luto.
So she's not watching you, no
she's
pressure.
not watching, no pressure. Ayan, very busy din kasi sila. But really, the interesting thing about it is, parang, it's one of the few times na I'm collaborating with someone not from the cooking niche. So to me, parang, ano yung itsura nito na isang filmmaking niche at isang artist or music artist, magko-collab kami in a video, parang, what is this gonna turn out to be? And it turned out really nice.
Yeah,
I love it.
It was amazing. How did you execute that, pala, when you were planning the shoot with Saweetie? How did you decide to, okay,
and
let
how
me just
long
cook?
was yung proseso na yun?
Basically, OMG Adrian planned it all.
Oh, nice. Thank you, OMG Adrian.
Yeah, because he's a filmmaking guy, he directed it.
Oh, wow.
So, yeah. So,
It was easier that way.
It was easier that way.
Yeah.
Hindi ako yung in charge of production, you know?
Right.
But she was really nice. She was very pleasant person. I know na parang earlier that day, meron pa siyang parang nakakapagod na ginawa. But she showed up, and I really love na she supports her fellow Filipinos.
Right.
Yeah, she's really proud about that.
You know, we gotta move on and not just talk about people who support fellow Filipinos, but ito naman representing Asia. I don't see Uncle Roger defending Asian food around the world. Maraming salamat, Uncle Roger.
This was such a funny video. His comments were so hilarious.
Yeah. I would always say na siya yung favorite collab ko kasi iba yung hospitality ng Asian, kapwa Asian.
Yes.
Like, yun yung na-realize ko. And super funny niya, as in, off-cam, on-cam, tawa kami ng tawa on the set. And
you smacked him with a lumpia wrap?
that's his
was
idea.
hilarious.
That's his idea, by the way.
So wait, just to be clear, has every bit of footage with Uncle Roger been released, or did you have to really think about which
You all know that's not all the footage. You all know. If I could release a 30-minute footage, I would.
You should release some bit by bit. You should do a series.
Okay, good.
All right,
good.
so we have a lot more to talk about. Actually, ang haba ng listahan because you work with so many great people. Let's now talk about Chef Rush. Talking about Chef Rush, again, energy with regards to all of it. Just how about Chef Rush? How was working with him?
Chef Rush, kung gaano siya ka parang masculine,
Yeah,
strong.
he's huge.
For his internet character, ganun siya ka sweetheart in person. He is. Yeah, he is.
I
Such
love
a
him
sweetheart.
smashing the
Parang, okay, pagpatay ng cam, he suddenly becomes Or parang, are you taking care of yourself? Are you making sure you're doing this? Yeah, I'm really happy what you're doing because you're representing a minority, ganon. Such a
Such
good
a
heart.
sweet tito.
Sweet tito talaga? Sweet tito talaga.
Si Chef Rush.
Yeah.
Tito Rush.
Tito Rush.
Hello, Tito Rush.
Tito Rush.
Watching.
Yeah. And talagang ano siya, he respects the food. Kinain niya yan lahat of cam.
Talaga?
Yeah, really, parang ayaw niya nagsasayang.
You actually are introducing Filipino food to a wider audience, and how has that been like? Kasi syempre there's I'm sure you feel the responsibility.
Yeah.
You want to do it the right way. So
Yeah.
how has that been like, especially when you introduce it to Chef Rush, to well, of course, Uncle Roger probably has an idea anyway, pero approaching personalities like that.
The interesting thing is that nung in-approach ko sila na let's do a collab and started the discussion, what do you want to cook? All of them wanted to cook Filipino food.
Okay.
Because I don't think they often get the opportunity to collab with Filipino.
Okay.
So, nanggaling lahat sa kanila yung initiative na let's cook something Filipino. But, I mean, in my head also, I really wanted to also showcase that culture. And the process was, of course, I wanted this to be as a good representative of what we really have in the Philippines. So talagang I would go to a Filipino supermarket twice a day to get the freshest ingredients. Filipino yung products, hindi siya parang kung toyo na local, Kiko man for adobo.
Right.
So I made sure that what they tasted in the process is really what the Filipino food tastes like here.
All right, so
Bang.
we have 3 more collaborations that we want to discuss. QCP,
sure.
yung susunod, and there's so many things I wanted to ask about this. Kamusta man yung experience na to? This is actually not necessarily our cuisine, and now
Yes.
you're learning as well. How was that like? Iba naman.
I think yung pinaka natutunan ko kay QCP is it's not just the content, the cooking or itong mismong collab, but the process of doing his content's very different from mine. So
okay.
what I do is I would usually start with an outline and make sure I hit all the marks when I do my videos. Pero siya, sabi ko, okay, what are we gonna do? Sabi niya, let's work it out.
He just
okay, press
wins it.
record. Oh my God, so what am I gonna say? Sabi niya, it'll just come right out.
Na-test yung pagka-adlib mo.
Oh my God, so all his videos, ad-lib, but super entertaining. Grabe, what a talented person.
And it came out to be a different you. Like, I love it. Like, it's a Filipino Abi, naging Italian. It's nice. I love the authenticity.
Yeah. Even until now, nafe-feel ko yung anxiety na, okay, ano sasabihin ko? But he brought out a different version of me. Yes.
All right, so moving on to Tina Choi. That's we're gonna talk about next.
Yeah.
How was that experience, yung collaborative effort? Kasi it feels like working with each and every influencer, iba dapat yung approach eh.
Yeah, very different. So, Tina or Dubidobap, it was different because shoot namin yan dito sa Philippines. So,
Okay.
she went here to the Philippines for her personal travel and she reached out to me and ako parang, oh my God, I watch you. Look at you. You're literally my idol.
Na-starstruck ka ba?
Oh, wild. Super kabado ako that day. Sabi ko, I cannot F this up. I need to plan everything. I need to have switch outs, as in. Pero when I met her, she was really super humble, super nice, and it just took off the pressure to really do well. So, ayan. Tina, very, very nice person. And even until now, when she's in the US, she would message me now, "Hey, are you here? Let's meet up. Let's
that's
catch
so
up."
sweet, yeah.
Yeah, she's a very nice person. Especially yung jowaers niya, si Kevin. People also, people who follow her know that she works with her boyfriend.
Yeah.
The two of them help
shoot.
out each other for the
okay.
shoots.
Cute.
And of course, dahil pa-Christmas na,
Yes.
we have to talk about Jose Marichan.
We have to.
JMC!
Yes!
Cue the music.
We're not gonna sing though, unless you want to.
That's not our content, sorry.
Yeah.
I super love that.
It's so cute.
So how does it feel now to be part of the Christmas spirit and tradition that is
my
Jose
God.
Marichan?
That shoot with JMC, grabe. Nung na-introduce pa lang sa akin yung opportunity, sabi ko, Oh my God, DJ MC.
Yeah.
My God, wild. You would kind of expect na for someone this big, this iconic, he would be really parang, okay, professional and this transactional. Let's do it. Pero grabe, para siyang the nice grandpa.
Yeah,
Your nice
yeah,
grandpa.
yeah.
He would talk to me even after the shoot, and he would invite me for sushi.
Sushi with Father
Sabi niya,
Christmas.
what's your favorite thing to eat? Sabi niya, sushi. Sabi niya, okay, we will go sushi date
that's so
together.
That's so sweet.
Grabe, I mean, you've
love
worked
that.
with all these amazing people.
Yeah.
But is there one particular person or celebrity, I don't know, in mind or chef, that's your dream collaboration? If you're
easy.
watching.
I-manifest natin.
Okay, let's go.
Okay. All right.
And tell them straight up.
Let's all hold hands
Okay.
and pray for this moment.
Okay,
all right,
are you
Abby,
ready?
who do you want to work with?
Lord, mag-collab kami sana ni Gordon Ramsay.
It's gonna happen! He has a restaurant here, so it will happen!
Sana.
He has a restaurant here. He needs you, Abby. He does.
I don't
needs you.
Are you ready for his attitude?
You know what? I think he's like any other chef. We see him in the kitchen and in the kitchen, you really need to be like a proper assertive leader.
Yes.
Yeah, but almost every chef that I meet, when they're not in the kitchen and you're just in a very chill hangout, lahat sila mabait, lahat sila sweet.
Yeah. And I see Gordon Ramsay is so different talaga. Outside the kitchen, he's so sweet to his family, to his kids.
Yeah.
Ibang klase.
Yeah, even in
Yeah.
like MasterChef Kids,
Oh,
alam mo naman,
yeah.
mas mabait siya.
He can't see me to the
To be fair, kailangan iba talaga yung approach na doon, di ba? Kailangan iba.
Yeah.
And of course, it wasn't just all work for you this year. You had a lot of fun also. We talk about you waving the Philippine flag. You defended the very iconic spaghetti here
yes.
from the
Yes.
Philippines from a certain celebrity who was not very kind to our particular brand of spaghetti.
And I was so proud of you when I saw that. I said, my girl!
Thank you. I think that was the bravest thing I have ever done.
Yeah.
And ayoko magmura, but kong ginawa. As in, sabi ko, oh my God, what did I just do? So you have to understand, I did that. His security was all over the place. I literally had parang may security staff beside me when I did that. Oh, grabe. Ang dami kong footage na I'm just, okay, we'll do this. Parang hindi ko siya magawa kasi nakakatakot, baka biglang may...
First of all, yung security sa background, security yan ni Benny, not yours, right?
Yeah, because that's a public place. That's literally in the middle of a department store and he's doing a book signing. So,
my
for me to
goodness.
bring in food, I rehearsed that at home.
How many times?
I don't know. Pero saglit lang naman. Isang line lang naman eh. Isang line lang naman.
Yeah.
I had to order the spaghetti way advanced the day before.
So that's a day-old spaghetti?
Yeah. Oh my gosh, the bravest thing really I've ever done.
And we are proud of you.
Yes.
Thank you.
You raised the Philippine flag.
Did he actually know that you were there?
I don't think so, but I talked to him
you talked
after that.
Did he say anything or did you mention like, I don't understand why you don't like our spaghetti?
Yeah. Hindi naman galing, kasi mabait ako. So,
Disclaimer.
so pumila ako, tapos nagpakilala ko sa kanya, sabi ko, hi, I'm Abigail Marquez. I'm a food content creator from the Philippines, the land of Jollibee. Tapos sabi nila,
Funny, he knew.
Oh, that's so good. All right, now that we've gone through your most controversial piece of content, I just want to know actually, kasi, all right, let's go and talk a bit about, siguro, advice to some of the other content creators who are inspired by you so much. Kasi we've been talking a lot about yung proseso mo and yung proseso working with other people. What is your way of working?
in terms of what, kasi sobrang daming ginagawa.
Maybe selecting yung content.
Selecting my content. So brainstorming ideas, they actually come from different, I would say, resources like 2 a.m. thoughts, comment sections sa TikTok, at the grocery store, may nakita kang product, uy, parang gusto ko magluto niyan. Or like watching TV shows like, sabihin natin, Hell's Kitchen, tapos sabihin ni Gordon Ramsay, bakit na magkakaluto mo ng salmon? So yung sa isip ko parang, kaya kong gumawa ng salmon. So, gagawa ako ng salmon content. But recently, yung pinaka-interesting one is, I listen to music. And then I think about, ano yung magandang food video or recipe that
could go with this.
That could go with this. Hindi ko pa siya masyadong na-execute. But before, I've done cooking bibingka over Ben and Ben's Bibingka song. Yan yung pinaka-masaya for me. Kasi yun talaga, you sit down and just let it all parang,
When you come up with
visualize.
ideas, are you already thinking of how it would look sa platform, or are you thinking about yung concept muna?
I think it's, pag nag-isip ako, number one, ano yung mapupulot ng tao dito? Yung palagi.
Okay. Yeah.
So it always has to be something substantial.
Right.
And then magpo-follow na lang yung execution. Like how is this gonna work for a 60-second video? Paano siya papanoorin ng mga tao? Papanoorin ba nila? Yeah.
Right. And then when you come up with your food recipes, let's talk about that. Because everybody has a different way of cooking, especially Filipino food.
Yeah.
Or like you said, like if Gordon Ramsay told you salmon. So how do you come up with the recipe? What's your process? And do you taste test beforehand before you shoot? Kasi
So,
hirap nun eh.
I'm really comfortable with the ingredients that I work with. Before content creation, I cooked a lot. So, para akong yung mga lola nyo na hindi na nila kailangan magsukat ng mga bagay.
Yeah.
Basta nagtitimpla-timpla lang sila.
Tansya-tansya.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's because they cook a lot and they know how the ingredients behave. So, a lot of the times, I don't do test kitchen. Pag nag-shoot ako, yun na yun. But if it turns out bad, which just happened maybe one or twice pa lang, hindi ko na siya ipopost kasi ba't papanoorin?
Actually, this actually goes on to what we were talking about actually before the show. Kasi we were asking, Lumpia Queen ka, what is the perfect lumpia, the idea of the perfect lumpia for you?
Yeah.
And how would you make it? And have you already made yung ideal lumpia sa opinion mo?
I think this would also explain the process. First of all, I would think, ano ba yung essence ng dish na to? What do people expect when they think of lumpia or adobo? So for lumpia, crispy for sure. Crispy, hindi masyadong greasy. Meaty.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. So how do I go about that is, I adapt the techniques or the ingredients. Paano ba to magiging masarap na meaty? Paano to hindi magiging oily? So you drain it vertically, or you make sure to fry it in the right temperatures para hindi niya i-absorb yung oil. Or kapag crispy, well, you use the right kind of wrapper, or just make sure the filling is really hindi siya masyadong basa.
Yeah.
Mga ganon. So it's sometimes a process as well. Like in the middle of cooking, dun ko na-realize ito yung dapat gawin. But yeah, so you make sure you capture the essence, and I think that's also what you need to know in order to innovate. So yun naman yung recipes ko na may mga twists.
Yes.
So I make sure to still honor the original dish na pag tinikman mo to, adobo pa rin to pero may onting twist. Hindi siya
I
parang
get
yung
you.
babastardize the dish.
You know what amazes me is that we talked earlier and I asked you, chef ka ba or nag-culinary school ka ba?
Yeah.
She's actually self-taught.
Yeah.
So, ang
So that's a
galing,
gift.
diba? Yeah,
Take it from above.
It's a natural skill na you just really understand food.
Yeah.
Diba?
And I think important din for other people to know na the skill or what I did, I didn't get it overnight.
Yeah.
Like
Right.
I know how to cook right now because of years of trying and failing in the kitchen.
Right.
And I know how to do content because I studied editing, I studied cinematography.
Yes.
So hindi siya overnight thing. It was actually years
Yes,
of
yes.
honing the skill and getting familiar with
Yes.
it. And then when I did content, doon lang siya, nag-hit siya. And I think people should know na it took me years.
It took you a
Yeah,
while.
yes,
Took you a
Pero
while.
Abby, everyone is so excited, first of all, that you're here. I mean, like, to the point that the chairman of our board, our ex-com, is actually watching the show right now. Yung Mrs. ni Chairman, si Ma'am Eta's watching, really enjoying you're here because they're such big fans. We have so many fans of you watching right now. Now, for those who are inspired by you, what message do you have for them? And of course, what can we expect next from an Abi Marquez?
So, idiretso ko na, good things take time.
Yes.
For my content, I really focus on the quality and make sure it adds value to whoever watches it. I think that's the way to go for social media, for content creation. As long as you offer value, you teach them, you entertain them, papanorin ka ng mga tao. Advice and what's next for me? Right now, I'm really focused on just keep on doing the short videos that people love.
Yes.
But I'm the type of person to always explore my potential or something.
Whoa.
My potential. So I'd like to see how I do in like longer videos or in different types of media, like hindi lang cooking short form. Ayoko sabihin na acting or like singing, but any other type. So I will try anything once.
You're doing well on TV, by the way.
Huh?
You're doing well on TV right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait. Mag-zoom in ka. Ayan. Yeah.
That was such a bad.
So, mag-acting workshop muna tayo. But then, Abby, we're so happy you're here. Thank you very much for joining
Yes, we
us.
had the best time with you. That was
Thank
such a
you,
fun interview.
Abby.
I
Thank
hope you
you.
don't mind, but then we're going to lead out the show, or we normally read the prompter. Normally it's just us three, but we got a few lines for you as well to help us read out the show, all right? So, you're gonna see your
This is
name
what's next
there.
for me.
So as we say goodbye, once again, ladies and gentlemen, that's Abi Marquez. Make sure you follow her if you don't already. Where have you been? All right? So ladies and gentlemen, that is it for us this Friday, November the 15th, and the rest of the week. Thank you very much for joining us, and thank you very much for ending this week with Abi and us. I'm Paolo Del Rosario. Maraming salamat. Thank you very much for joining us.
And I am Ann Asis Carrillo. Such an unforgettable episode. I hope the rest of your day will be filled with love, good vibes, and inspiration.
I'm Monique Tuzon. We'll be back next week with stories and conversations that matter, and hopefully, maybe Abby might be back anytime soon if magustuhan ka ng mga bosses. Alam na.
Okay, ito ang
Here we
ko.
go.
Let's go.
And I am Abi Marquez. Join us again weekdays at 7 a.m. only here on
It's a beautiful day!